Hey guys, welcome back to some Minecraft. So we're now on episode 2. It's good to be back playing, even though it hasn't been 24 hours. It's been a frustrating day for me so far. It's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon right now. I was mostly working on assignments, or this one particular assignment, all day. I don't know if I mentioned it during the last episode. Working on those stupid virtual machines, where I'm just typing monstrously long commands in Linux, because that's what those machines are running on. Typing long commands, running into millions of different issues. I was talking to my fiance or texting her. For every one issue I solved, 3, 4, 5 more arose. So, but I got a pretty good chest day in at the gym at least. So I'm trying to stay on a positive note. And I guess one improvement is I'll try to make sure I talk in my mic better. I know, like right now, I'm leaning back in my chair, but I still remember to keep my mic with me. So that's what I want to do. People can actually hear me. Whoever actually watches, who knows? It may just be me in a couple years from now if I want to look back on this stuff. So let me see. That's right. In the last episode, we redid this front area just so we could incorporate these, I guess, shelf block thingies. But it looks a lot better now. Much, much better. I'm just still so excited for, with the addition of these. It's, unlocks a lot of creative abilities that could possibly be done. Also try to maybe have a better thumbnail. I'll make sure to do that right after I finish recording here. Oh, wait a second. Uh-oh. Did I mess it up again? Let's hope I didn't. Look, there's 3 blocks here. There's... What the hell? I did something wrong. Yeah, something's off here. What did I do? Oh, I'm such an idiot. I haven't put the it looks like it's only 2 blocks because I didn't put the shelf block over there yet. I am an imbecile. Let's finish the shelf blocks while I'm at it. So let's get these all stripped down. Okay. Let's craft some shelf blocks. Like this. Maybe this time I won't get so dehydrated. Got some nice Baja Blast sip on, but don't worry, it's 0 sugar. Because I'm not trying to dirty bulk here. I learned that the hard way. Never, ever dirt. What the hell? There's actual chimpanzees who live around my apartment complex. People who just have absolutely 0 respect. They don't really acknowledge that, maybe there's other people living there. Maybe I'm not the only one who lives here. But no, that doesn't seem to cross a lot of people's minds. So, unfortunately, any listener to this program may be subject to loud noises periodically. and I apologize if that happens because that's kind of out of my control. So we'll just have to just kind of deal with it, unfortunately. And, you know, hopefully when I'm out of school this spring and my lady and I are living together, that won't be an issue anymore. So this is just temporary, but as for me, I guess it could be funny to look back on my days in school. Just a random yell. Then silence. I never really can understand the human mind. Guess none of us can. Only God can. Which I do believe in God, you know. Atheism's pretty dumb. I lived most of my life as an agnostic, so I was never officially an atheist, but I never really totally knew if I believed in God. But I guess since being in college, I've been in an organization that's helped me get right with God. I'm definitely not perfect at it. I fail at it pretty miserably sometimes, but it gives life a lot more purpose. It can better answer the question why we're even here. Why were we put in this world? Only God knows. Only Jesus knows. I guess in the years leading up to me actually officially becoming a Christian, I could at least see the benefits of why it might be advantageous for a society to have some religious roots and not just, I don't know, believe in nothing. Which essentially that's what atheism is, that we're merely just a cosmic mistake, as that Cliff, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, it's something complicated, but I'm not sure if I agree with everything he has to say, because, you know, there are theological questions that I don't know yet. I don't know. I was, like, for instance, I was baptized as an infant. Should I get rebaptized? A lot of my friends in church and stuff, I said yes, because I guess I'm in a Baptist-leaning, whatchamacallit. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta turn on this wall. Because as you can see, it should be scooted back one block, so I guess I just got distracted rambling on about religion, but that's okay. Because it might be interesting to listen to these conversations in the future. But who knows, you know, I think, it's just, I'd say in the last 5 years, or in the last 5-year period, it's only then when I've kind of just started developing a worldview for my own, and it's already changed quite a bit. You know, I used to be kind of that libertarian type. Oh, people can do what they want as long as they just don't bother other people, I guess. It only really sounded good on paper, but it really turns out that, you know, your actions as a man, woman, just that, no more. No, this is an overused joke, but no attack helicopter gender. It has consequences on society. Because, you know, I used to think if there was no victim, then there was really nothing wrong you're really doing, but that isn't, it's not quite the truth, in my opinion. Or, that's not really an opinion, I think it's kind of an objective truth, because since, put my trust in Jesus, I guess I realized there actually is a clear distinction between right and wrong. There is good and evil. There is no such thing as your truth or my truth, but merely the truth. But, I still have a lot to grow. Like, for instance, I really don't know a lot of Bible verses at the top of my head. Which, I hate to say that, but that is true. Definitely is true. Okay. Now let's redo this thing. I guess we could start building the roof. So maybe this barn doesn't end up being as big as I thought it'd be, but I mean, not every build I create has to be just monstrously large. This will just have the purpose of hosting a few animals of choice. What they are is to be decided. Okay. Yeah, like I was talking about, I have a lot to grow, but I'm glad it's the choice I've made. Maybe I haven't, I've met some good people. Maybe not. Something I've never been good at is making super close friendships. I only have a few, very, very close friends. But, that's okay. I guess for most people it's kind of that way. They have a very select few network that they consider, well, how would I think of it this way? I guess if someone were, if you want to know someone's a real good friend, you should be able to call them that. If you're in a dire situation, life or death, you should be able to call them and say, hey, at 3 in the morning, and say, hey, bring a gun or something or a weapon. I need some help. I'm in trouble. And they come to you without hesitation. I definitely need more people like that in my life. Which, I mean, it's not like that I don't have any, but I think now that as my days in college are numbered, or the end is in sight, I'm left with a lot of opportunities where this could really just be the beginning rather than the end. So, okay, this looks pretty good. Alright, now, what I can do next is, I know in the house over here I have this material called coarse dirt, and what that does is it's basically dirt that doesn't grow in the grass ever, because usually with dirt it will eventually become grass, but this dirt will not. For instance, if you're in those fancy taiga biomes with the tall trees and the mossy cobblestone boulders, you'll see it. I guess before that was in the game, the coarse dirt, Minecraft coded something where it just wouldn't turn to grass, but now they have an actual, yeah, here we go. Here's where I actually put it. They coded something where, or now they have it designated. That's what let's see. I don't need that other block, podzol. It's like, imagine it's winter time and there's a bunch of dead leaves on the ground. I think that's the texture they were thinking of for that other block. And I think that will, it'll make a good barn interior. So, I mean, maybe I can have, path blocks in the middle with some stone or something. And then, in the actual animal pins, I will, maybe then, there, I can, put the, podzol and coarse dirt. I don't know. At least I have it now. So I can either start working on this roof, Okay. I think I have an idea of how I might want to do this. Let's see. Either get some of those, some pale oak stairs, or the idea is, once again, run into a problem with building and stuff. Sometimes you're in these situations and you just don't know what to do, and that happens pretty frequently. But that's okay. I could go with those. I did mention signs. I could potentially go with that. I think shelf blocks up there would be a bit excessive because I already have them here. So I do want to start on a cool roof. Or I think I plan on doing blackstone. So we'll kind of have that nice barn aesthetic. That'll look pretty cool. Yeah, maybe stairs on the sides. Alright, let's make a bunch of pale oak stairs. I think that's another good, that's a good course of action for now. Okay, but we'll need quite a bit. Okay, that might be enough for now. I'll definitely need more eventually. Better get a sip of dew, because my mouth is already getting a bit parched again. My fiance thinks I'm just insane for liking diet soda and stuff, but when I was trying to lose a bunch of weight a year ago, so from March 2024 to November 2024, I was dieting pretty hard because I noticed around the beginning of 2024 that I was pretty chubby, and I was in dire need of cutting some pounds off my frame. How's that look? Yeah. I'd say if once we have some cool window design, that'll look good. Alright. I think this will suffice. Okay. Definitely need to craft some more. Okay. There we go. It's always nice looking at the town distance. Hopefully, one of these days I can have all of this land filled out with all sorts of cool stuff, and with children and children's children and children's children, children's cousins and all that can come and enjoy this cool Minecraft world one of these days. That's the goal, at least. Okay. I wish it'd stop raining. Okay. Maybe I could, I think I have an idea up here. This sentence could be a little different. Something like this. Now let's get some, slabs going here. That's right, no more, leaves collect, or saplings. Plenty. Not to worry in that regard. But once again, I hope, just adjusting my mic here, I hope you can all hear me okay. Because I noticed there, like I said, there was some instances last episode where you couldn't. Because Minecraft's a game where you can just lean back in your chair and kind of clear your mind a little just disregard some issues in your life. Because, man, don't I have some. Just a lot of responsibilities and obligations. It can be quite a lot lately, or at times. Okay. What if? Okay, first, let's do what we did here on the other side, and then I might do something. I might trim this down, put just slabs or something. That might look a little better. Yeah, should be enough. Okay. I don't have all the pale oak in the world, so I gotta be careful with it. This may not, it's just a barn, so, I mean, it's okay if it's not my most favorite build ever. Sometimes I don't like some stuff at first, and then it eventually grows on me. I guess it's just I'm including netherrack, which is something I've never done before. So I'm just trying to branch out a little bit. Try a different block style. Finally, stop raining. And I apologize for burping, but I guess that's an unintended consequence of constant soda consumption. So let's try this. Let's do something like this. Let's actually make more. What if we did? Okay, we did. Destroy this. Destroy this. Then put the stairs here. Let's see how that looks. Hopefully that looks up to par. God dang it, I hate scaffolding. I've really got to get one of those happy gas, because I think they could, assist me with building, because you can stand on them. And just trying to get that wood back. Okay, there we go. So now, okay, yeah, more slabs first. Or actually, okay, never mind. Let's craft some more slabs so I do not forget. Let's do this over here now. And stair here. And let's put a stair over here. I have to get up so early for work tomorrow. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss my Christian Ministries fall retreats. Yeah, I got to go to it twice at least, so it's not the end of the world. But, it still would have been cool. But, I'll be okay. Yeah, I think this is okay. Maybe, just maybe, what if I did this? How would this look? Okay. Alright. Maybe that's cool. That works. So I can always go back and change it later. Okay. Just this right here, and then that's should be up to par. Okay, I think what? Am I doing this right? Yeah, I think this how it was. Okay, so I think next. Because I could go get some blackstone right now. I'll probably have to go into the depths of the nether to obtain more of it. May not have enough on hand to do this. But if I don't, that's again, it's not the end of the world. So I think I'll build up a cool roof. Have like a little window out here, and I'll build like some sort of an upper level. And that will be cool. So let's let me just start exploring some of my houses, because I remember I needed it for some sort of other project I did a while ago. So let's was it in this pink house? I built this house for my fiance if she ever decides to buy, or I buy for her a Java Edition account, because she started playing a little Minecraft on her Nintendo Switch. That was a few weeks ago, but there's a good chance she hasn't played it ever since. I thought she'd make progress, but she died immediately if she went to a cave. Maybe there's somebody here. No, I don't think so. Okay, let's just go back to my actual house and just look there. Okay, I'm doing okay on food. Let's see, how's it look in the background? Not bad. Not bad. But now I'm wondering, I mean, do I want to build like another... You know, what if I did build another story? You think that'd look good? Because I'm just thinking about my stepdad's farm right now. And, I mean, it's white with like a gray metal roof. But I wanted to go with like a red traditional barn. So maybe if I built the roof now, it look a little awkward, because, you know, it has a short normal story and then a giant roof, because sometimes I make mistakes with that, because I mean, that house over there I like okay, but at the same time I feel like the roof is a little abnormally large. So maybe I should do that. So I will need lots of more pale oak, mangrove wood, and netherrack. So while I'm at it, let's retrieve a little bit more. This video could very well just be as long as the last one. When I stopped recording my last video, I thought, oh, maybe this video is like half hour, but no. It ended up being a full hour. Let's also get some blackstone. Okay. I don't think I want that. Yeah, I knew I didn't have very much on hand. Polish blackstone. Blackstone. Okay, so not a lot, but to start at least. A little bit more here. I think I need chiseled or walls. No, those won't be necessary right now. Yeah, one more right there. Save space. I'm going to craft that. Go ahead and craft these in the blackstone bricks, because I'll include a little bit of polished blackstone, but primarily blackstone bricks. So that's enough there. Let's get a bit more netherrack. Okay, 2 more stacks. Let's put some stuff in here for now. Blackstone. Never mind on there. That's kind of fun. Yeah, we'll put up the blackstone because it won't be necessary. Won't need that yet either. Yeah, I guess I could have a second floor. I could have a staircase. I have a bunch of wolves. I can put them up there. I'll find other stuff. I'll have to get a little creative, but I think I have relatively decent creative abilities, so it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, extra mangrove wood. Oh, I guess I can't show you. I might get a little more food just for the hell of it. Oh, hello, Mr. Piggy Man. Let's check my inventory. Prepare to be slain. so phantoms don't come get me. Okay. Yeah, like I said, let's put the leather up and let's get back out there. Looks so pretty at night. It sure does. Alright, it's about 5:30. Maybe I play till 5:45. I think that's good. That very well may be a pretty long episode again as well. But that's okay. Alright, let's do basically the same thing. We'll go up like 6 blocks on each of the pillars. Oh goodness. I bet the people watching this are absolutely appalled by my uncivilized manners. So, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go like that. Now we're probably gonna need to get some saplings out, grow some more trees. Here they are. Put a meal. Put right here again. I've also noticed I say the word like too much. I think that's kind of a problem. I've noticed a lot of people my generation say it. I'm not saying that to belittle them or say that they're intellectually inferior. But, just a trend I see and observe. Ugh, man, I'm tired again. I mean, just a workout. My brain has been absolutely fried from school. So I'm sure my voice sounds very, very monotone. So I apologize for that. I try to sound, with as much life in me as I possibly can. I think I did at the beginning of this episode. But it's... damn, a lot of mobs. See so many random blocks, because it's because of all the Endermen. Those little bastards. Okay, so I think I'll also make a pillar right here, and then in the middle I'll have some sort of decent size window. Yeah, it's like right here. I'm gonna have another one there too, possibly. I don't know. Maybe. What if I put it here? Then I could have an even bigger window. I want to see how that will look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Then right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shave off this bark. How's that look? Okay, that's cool. Yeah, a decent sized opening will be right here. I think that's kind of how the barn in I'm thinking of real life looks. So I think it's a good idea to make it 2 stories. It'll take a lot more work, but I think it will be worth the extra effort. That's why I call this Posterity Craft or Posterity or whatever. Just thinking of the future, building not for me, not building this for me, but for people in the future that I care and love about to enjoy. Yep. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I got the elephant who lives above me stomping to his heart's extent. I don't think I worded that right, but that's okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I am getting tired. This Baja Blast isn't helping much. I've already had too much caffeine. I already had pre-workout. This morning, yeah, chest. Oh, a little bit of chest, front delts, side delts. Some biceps. So it was a good day. Just on a small bulk. Small, and what I mean, a slow pace. You have to gain weight at a relatively slow pace. Slower than you might think. Because it can take time to build on muscle. Really have to be patient. And it sucks being patient. I think I'm somewhat patient myself, but everyone's going to have their moments where your patient runs thin. Sometimes I've been thinking lately, have I even been building muscle? Because, in a lot of my exercises over the past few months, I'm getting stronger at a consistent rate, but I don't notice any additional, I don't look bigger. Maybe I do, I just don't notice. Or I am bigger, and it's just a very minuscule amount. I'm just past that baby gains phase where I can still put on a decent amount more muscle, but it's gonna take a lot longer to actually do. So I've just gotta stay patient and just not get tempted to hop on gear just yet or ever. Once I become middle-aged, I might consider TRT. I think a lot of dudes would actually benefit from it. Most people suffer from not enough testosterone compared to having too much of it. I remember seeing some sort of statistic. I don't know how accurate it is, but it said a 22-year-old of today has the same testosterone levels of a 60-year-old in the 80s. Which, if true, doesn't totally shock me. Something in our food. I don't know. Alright, let that break down. I'll get some saplings back. Okay, let's keep building this. I'll try to, for the remainder of this episode, at least try to have pillars built. Maybe at least get started on the walls a little bit. I didn't realize how long it takes to build sometimes, because all I've really done is just, I redid these. I had to do that again a third time, because I messed up once again, but I guess with my brain being fried, it's kind of difficult to think too hard right now. I don't know, maybe when I get off watching before I start homework, maybe I can find something to watch. Started watching a little bit of NCIS, which was kind of cool. I watched it when I was a lot younger. I thought it was cool, so, maybe I could do that. Okay, it's 6, but, yeah, let's finish out these pillars, and maybe we'll call it a day for now. Try to have another episode soon, but there's lots of homework to get done. More than I'd like to do. Some days I wish I could sit back and play Minecraft for the whole day, but every once in a while I'll get the chance to do that. Maybe on those days I'll upload all sorts of episodes for you all to enjoy. I felt too high. I may have. No, I did not. Okay, last pillar here. Goodness. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. So if I put the right shortcut, Control-Alt-S to start recording, or else I'd just be talking to myself for the last hour. And you'll all be very confused in the next actual episode. Okay, there we go. I think this build's starting to grow on me a lot more now. Okay, we're going to do a little bit more, and then call it a day. Maybe next time I'll try to have some background music, but I'm so paranoid about copyright that I'm kind of scared, kind of avoiding it right now. So, sorry, I know it's just awkward silence right now. But, well, I'll do some research on that. Maybe I'll find some soft, gentle music playlist or something related on Spotify to put on while I'm building. Like that. And I'll do that on the other side. Okay. Well, it's been a pleasure doing another episode. Been fun, relaxing, and wholesome. Just getting to play my favorite game ever. Talk to random folks out there. Who knows, maybe I never actually really reach anyone, but it's not the end of the world. I think someone will eventually watch this. Someone out there. Yeah, let me build in a block in here for now. There we go. Do the same over there, or at least get started on it. It's crazy how much building has changed. You know, I never really did block pallets like this before. I guess if you wanted to make a red barn in the past, like really back in the day, you just had to use red wool. Then was terracotta or hardened clay, what it used to be called, and then concrete. But I guess with how many blocks you have access to now, it makes more sense to make a pallet of some sort. Yeah. That's how it goes. Let's get this finished up, and I think I'll end it there. Get one more overview, and okay, that's too much netherrack. Let's not do that. Okay, let's see how that looks. Not bad, not bad. I think this this barn's starting to grow on me quite a bit. That's how many builds go. I'm always unsure at first, but you know, if you trust the plan, it will eventually pan out. You know, it looks good next to these, even though they don't quite match. Obviously, over here with the forest, I plan on making this part of the city not as densely populated. But over there in the savannah, you know, next to the church in front of it, I'll build some cool stuff. It'll be a little more tight, packedly over there, but I think I'm gonna end the episode right here. So I thank everyone for watching, whoever does, and if no one really does, I'll just say a quick hello to my future self, however far in the future that may be. So, anyways, take care, everyone. See you next time.